What you doing?
Getting some work done on Champ's pen. Water put in today.
Awesome. Better than dragging a hose across the whole yard. We got him a bigger pen. Shade cloth. We have to keep him locked up when we're not home because he's a lab and he wants to go to the neighbors and visit their dogs and get in trouble and do things he shouldn't do. So Dean's over here at the barn building me a little brooder box for my baby chicks because we keep getting baby chicks and don't really have anywhere to keep them separated from the others till they get big enough.
We were having a problem with the baby chicks in the little cage we had. They just running out of room. So Tracy got on me to make this little pen, put the baby chicks in, and we had a load of scrap lumber, and I had this rabbit wire, and it's not professional, but it'll do. I'm gonna get some little wheels at Harbor Freight or somewhere and put on the end, and I just cut these pieces of metal and just built it just now. Me and Champ did. See, if I had the wheels, it would be good to go, but it'll work for now. But we're gonna put the baby chicks in it.
All right, so we got our new little brooder box, I guess is what we'd call it, inside the big chicken coop. This is gonna make it so much easier. Hey, babies. Hey, chicks.
Oh boy.
Oh, look at them kissing each other. Aww. Hey, Mr. Amos.
I bet their legs
Hey,
feel.
buddy.
I bet they feel. He's going back and forth smelling her.
Come here, bud. Come here, Amos. Hey. Hey, friend. Hey, buddy. Hi, Izzy. Hey, girl. Hey, Iz. Can we be friends now, huh? Oh, there's my handsome man and my cute dog. What are you up to?
Hey, we've been laying pecks, half-inch pecks. I already got the water for the dogs because Tracy's been on me about watering Champ, having to drag a hose pipe all the way over from the house. And
Yeah,
now,
it's been a real pain in my side.
so now what we're doing is I rented a trencher for tomorrow morning. I took vacation this week, and I'm gonna run trencher line all the way across and lay out the piping. She's got water at the chickens now and her garden shed, and I'm gonna lay out trench lines to each new berm we do, not berm, but our garden spots, each little section, so that we can have drip irrigation with drip lines on each one. So this is gonna be good, and eventually everything's gonna be watered out here, so we don't have to drag hose pipes.
Praise God.
Just dig it. Yeah, so we got the half-inch pecks. I've already got it dug out underneath the chicken wire, so the foxes and coyotes and predators can't get in the chicken coop. And on the back side of this 4x4, you can see where I stubbed it out, but I've got a hose bib here where just a little 2 or 3 foot hose line where she can water the chickens with water, the rabbits, the worms, everything. For here, we got rainwater, from a water catchment off the chicken coop roof, and it goes through a filter, and we've got it in this, it was a food grade 55-gallon barrel. We've got a little hose bib on it, and Tracy's decided just to run a hose, and she waters all of her garden plants with it. We got some little apple trees here. She keeps watered with rainwater. Plants were growing over here, cinnamon tree, different things. I can't name them, she can. And that way she can drag her hose pipe over here, and it's just gravity fed from the rainwater. As you see, yesterday she watered, and it was almost about 90% full, and she's already down about, she probably used 15 gallons of rainwater, but she thoroughly watered, and it works great. And we're hoping and praying for another rain. I may have to do a rain dance here in a minute because the rain seems to always go around us here. So I'm thinking about doing the good old Indian rain dance and taking a few clothes off and dancing a jig.
Let's see it.
You don't want to see that.
So that's what's happening right now. Just dig it. We are getting water to the animals and to the garden. I'm super stoked about this.
This is what good farmers do when you take a week of vacation. Well, Tracy's making me, but normally I'd be at the beach with my toes in the sand, and you know the story. But I'm out here now. Really, I enjoy doing this. I'm about to lay some PEX pipe, and what I'm going to do is cut it and 90 it off from this bed to that bed. And then we're going to have drip line systems going to each one. Then I'm going to 90 from here, cut a piece and go to there. And then we're going to add a bunch more different gardens. And then the greenhouse out there to the far right where the pipe's going. So tomorrow I've rented the trencher, and I'm going to be laying these pipes and lines and make my wife happy.
That's what we do for fun. We work. Finished digging the trench to lay the irrigation pipe to the potager, the animals, and the future greenhouse. So now we're in the orchard. Since we've rented this machine for a few hours, we're going to go ahead and take care of what we need to in the orchard. And this berm here is going to be trellised blackberries. So we're connecting. We already have irrigation out here in the middle of the orchard, but we didn't run it to these berms because that was after the fact. So we're going ahead and tying it in here so we can have irrigation down the blackberries. And then over at the far end of the fence, this is the berm at the far end of the fence. This is going to be muscadines and some table grapes running all the way down this berm. So we're connecting in down at the very end. We're going to connect into that last berm right there. We've got our trench dug. We're connecting over to the muscadine berm, and we'll run irrigation pipe to irrigate the muscadines. Future down the road in this corner between the blackberries and the muscadines, we're going to build like a pergola type thing and grow kiwi on it and have like a sit spot out here. Right now in the orchard there's nowhere to sit and just chill out for a minute and cool off for a minute. Everything is just wide open sun full all day long. So I need like a sit spot out here just to chill out for a few minutes when you're out here working. In these berms I have sun hemp planted all the way down the berms. The muscadine berm and the blackberry berm, that's sun hemp. Sun hemp is just a great cover crop. It adds so much nutrients and minerals, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. The list is huge of what all sun hemp does for your soil. And that's what I've been working on, is just building the soil up in these berms. I've done multiple things. I've laid cardboard, hay, leaves, compost, sawdust. I've done clover here as a cover crop. Black cow, I've added black cow. I've done a lot of different things to these berms just to build the soil up. And this fall, we are going to build our blackberry trellises and our muscadine trellises and get those in the ground. I'm super excited about that. I love blackberries and muscadines. We're also running a trench so that we can run irrigation over to my pawpaw elderberry patch and mulberries right here. They just really struggle out here. The pawpaws do. The elderberries and mulberries are doing okay, but the elderberries are doing great. But the pawpaws, they just struggle. I've replaced those trees like 3 times, and I've got one that died again this summer, so they need some water. So we are running the trench to lay the irrigation to that bed as well. Cutting us some of these beautiful zinnias to carry some of this color in the house. Aren't they pretty?
Oh, they're just absolutely gorgeous. So is your shirt, by the way.
I know, I love it. My friend Connie brought it back to me from the Hippie Fest. I love it. He is wild.
Chip. 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 Stop back.
Not even kidding, y'all. Jean just not 5 minutes ago come running out the door, butt naked, doing a rain dance. Because we have not had rain in probably a month, right? At least. So he did a naked rain dance around the farm. And it's raining. Like, not even 5 minutes later, we're getting rain. So if you're in a drought, maybe you should run out in your yard naked and do a naked rain dance.